Hey, what's going on? Zain Zahid here, and let me paint you a picture. You're sitting in a conference room, waiting for a meeting to get started. People are coming in, and all of a sudden someone walks in, and they're just moseying on in. Shoulders are slumped, faces down, no eye contact with anyone in the room when they walk through the door. Do you even notice that person? You wouldn't even take them seriously, right? That's because their body language was completely off. And this is something that we all really need to pay attention to, because that marks your first impression, right? Your first impression of that guy was just like, oh, okay, not even gonna notice him. He's just some guy walking through. But if he came in with a presence, it would be a different story, wouldn't it? If he came in looking confident, charismatic, you would have taken note. You'd be like, oh, that guy might be important, right? And I know it's difficult to get the eye contact down and the body language, right? The eye contact, I had a lot of trouble with it myself. I used to not be able to look at girls in the eyes when I was on a date with them. I'd be looking all around the room and never really looking at them while talking to them. My brother, on the other hand, he was a little too intense with the eye contact. When we were in college, he used to talk about how eye contact was everything with girls, but a few times I saw him do it, and I was like, dude, you can't. Because his look would turn into this, like, look at that girl. It's all about the eye contact, man. And that's just too intense, right? You gotta keep it light. Make sure it's there, make sure it's strong, but keep it light, right? And with the body language, that's something that everyone forgets to do, right? Everyone says, oh, I'm trying to have better posture, right? They stand like this for 2 seconds. The next second, they're slouched again. Another key factor is that there's so many things that can cause us to change our posture, whether it's discomfort, emotional turmoil. So we just have to pay attention, right? So these are the key strategies that I'm going to get into right now. With the eye contact, when you're talking to someone, make sure you're looking at them in the eye. Not too intensely, not too timidly. Don't be looking around. Look at them comfortably, lightly. If you have to think, look away, come back. Right? This is how you want to have your conversation with people. It shows that you're charismatic. It shows that you're paying attention. If you're looking all around the room, they may think that you don't want to talk to them, right? And you can use that as a tool. When you don't want to talk to somebody and they come up to you at work or something like that, just look at your screen, your computer screen, and don't look at them. I promise you they'll walk away, because that's a hint. And you don't want to go around looking everybody in the eye, right? You might look the wrong person in the eye. You never know. So gauge your situation. Know when to use it, know when not to use it. Know the intensity that you should be using. And with the body language, really pay attention to how you're standing. And the more you think about it, the more you'll begin to note it throughout the day. When you're right, when you're like this, and whenever you notice, just shoulders back, chin up, and set it straight. That's how you want to proceed. You always want to come with that confidence, right? And this is for women too, right? We all need to be perceived as confident for our first impression on people, right? And there's a book that I actually started reading. It's called The Charisma Myth. I don't know if you can read that. This book is really good. It's been really helpful for me, and it kind of puts things into perspective for you on how people are perceiving you and how important that is. The slightest discomfort in your face can turn someone off to talking to you. And we don't even realize that we do it. It's subconscious, right? So we really have to start paying attention to all our body movements when we're talking to somebody. Say they say something that you disagree with. You don't want to make that known. You want to keep that face grounded. And that's what that book's all about. I recommend giving that a read if you get a chance. But that's all I got for you today, guys. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. Until next time.